welcome our CMO. He's going to discuss about the NFT ownership, alright? So, he's a certified trader. He has been 25 years in this industry. So, he is also the very, very special, very important person of the Omniverse. So, I want to welcome our Chief Marketing Officer of Omniverse, Dr. Bryan Lee.
Yeah, you're still awake? Still awake? Okay, good. Just now, my buddy from Korea speak a lot of metaverse and how a fractional NFT from Omniverse is like a bridge, bridge to the new world, to the metaverse world. It's just like those days, you want to travel from Mumbai to Delhi, you need 1 day, 24 hours, correct? Now even faster. I heard they are building a new highway, isn't it? New highway. Now even faster. So, in the fractional, this is the new highway. Then from the video, you saw that the Daily News media company, correct or not? Daily News. So we partnering with Daily News, with Omniverse, we want to capture the eyeball of the young generation. I got one news from the internet that says, those who are born in year 2000 and after that, who got young children at home? Born year 2000, 2001, 2002. No? Oh, only one. Oh, all are not married. All single and available after coming out from the country. I know what you mean. Everyone pretends single and available. Correct or not? Gee, single and available. Tonight all single and available. True, Now, they say, if I want to find a boyfriend or girlfriend, I don't want to get married. They say boyfriend, girlfriend, enough. If they want to get married, they don't want to have children. That's a new generation. I don't know whether India, Philippines, Africa, or other parts of the world also have this kind of mindset. If they want to have children, they say they don't want to buy a house. Why don't you buy a house? Too troublesome. Looking at the father, wow, spend the next 30 years or more just to pay off the housing loan. Oh, I don't want to buy a house. So the new generation, they want to own something like NFT. Therefore, my topic for today is more on the how we're going to disrupt the status quo. That means the younger generation do not really want to own asset like property, asset like shares, because to them, too troublesome. They want something like, and that's where we saw this opportunity in Omniverse, and we introduced something called the fractional NFTs. As you can see that after the post-pandemic, we can see that a lot of people starting moving into the digital asset world. They started moving into. Why? We can see that in past few months, we can see a few banks like First Republic Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, some in the Switzerland. They also have financial issue. For those who are old enough, you can recall back in year 2008. What happened? Who knows? 2008. Maybe this will have a question and answer later for price. I don't know. Hey, sir, shout out! Now, what happened in 2008?
World economy crash. In 15 and 2008, world economy took the crash.
Yeah, that's the downturn of economy. Then you see that, wow, such a big bank like Lehman Brothers also bankrupt.
Recession. Market recession.
Bank! Can you imagine bankrupt? That's where Satoshi Nakamoto give you paper about Bitcoin. That's where here, after a few years, close to 2008, more than 10 years already, we are in the decentralized world. And because you all are strong believer of the new economy, and you are here, you all deserve to give yourself a big hand. Because, give yourself a big hand. Because this whole world, not many people know what is digital asset. If you realize, listen carefully, Malaysia are still okay. They are start to use touch and go e-wallet. That means you make payments without using your fiat. How about India? Share your experience. Are you still using your fiat, your rupees to buy things on the street?
No.
No. So the world is changing. How about Indonesia? Masih pakai rupiah? Sometimes. Half. Okay. How about Vietnam? How about Africa? Kenya? Why? You follow the trend. Everyone say half. You also half.
That's true.
Make sure you are not half. No, I'll check tonight. Go to Africa. Okay. So the world is moving towards decentralized. So the question is, by the collapse of these few banks in 2023, is it going to give you a signal that it will be similar to 2008 when the collapse of Lehman Brothers? I don't know. I don't have the crystal ball. I hope I have that. Then I'll tell you, maybe the price or something may happen. Let me see a show of hands. How many of you think that this year the world is going to be a very fantastic world? Two only. The rest? Bad world. The rest? Or no answer? I don't know. How do you see the economy, the person on the street? They say, wow, today I don't eat by the roadside, but I want to eat in the big restaurant. So I think majority of the people life is tougher now, even in Malaysia. Now we want to help them. That's the objective of Omniverse, is to help the normal people out there to actually learn something about the digital asset, especially the decentralized and also the fractional NFTs. We want to help them. That's the important thing. That's why we come into the fractional. We don't want to go into the ERC 721, whereby you need to own the whole asset, the whole digital. Not many people can afford that. But by offering a fraction of the digital art, many of the people out there is able to own, at least by owning certain of the digital asset, they will learn what is this digital asset, and at least that return can help them to overcome the high cost of living due to the inflation rate. What's the inflation rate in India now? 5.
Something
7%.
4%.
7%.
6%. That's very high.
7%.
How much the money you put into your bank will give you a fixed deposit return in 1 year?
6%.
6%. Inflation 7%.
6%.
So the money you put into the bank, in terms of purchasing power, will down. So this is something we want to educate the people out there. Why don't you put some of your, not all, some of your asset by stacking in the Club 125. This is going to help them. Okay, let's move on for my presentation for today. How are we going to disrupt the status quo? Status quo means the person out there, like your age, 40, 50s, they still think that I should park my money in the property. But if you look what is happening after the pandemic, property cannot sell. Why cannot sell? bank don't want to lend out the loan. A lot of people out of job and they cannot pay back the loan. So they become an overhang of property out there. How are we going to help them? How is Omnibus going to use the digital real estate to help them, to help the developer to fractionize the digital asset, so that the developer will earn something, the user will earn something. So this is what I mean by disrupting the whole thing, and how are we going to revolutionize this ownership. So, having said that, we want to educate the public out there some of the benefits of owning this asset, and how we can let them aware the potential by putting their dollar and cents into this digital asset, especially into the fractional NFTs. So what is fractional NFTs? I've been talking a lot during the Zoom meeting every Wednesday night, 12 UTC. Maybe in India time around, what time in India? 5 something, isn't it?
5:30.
5:30. Malaysia is 8 o'clock, dinner time. Fractional means you're going to cut that into a many portion. Just like if you want to eat a chicken, maybe you only need the drumstick. Then you buy the drumstick. You do not need to buy the whole chicken back and slaughter it and cut it. So it's fractional. What is good about fractional? That means more people can own it. Small pieces. More people can come into this ecosystem and own that asset. When more people coming in, then you have the economy of scale. Things will become more and more cheaper. And for the designer, the curator, they will definitely get more exposed. Everything is done through the blockchain technology, using the ERC 1155, which support both full NFT and also fractional NFT. And the technology that Omnibus uses is the Polygon layer 2. So the gas fee to transact in this Omni token will be much cheaper. And of course, talking about digital asset, we want to own digital asset that get high value. For example, if there's a building, let's say this building, this hotel. This hotel is called Tasik. Tasik Villa International Resort for business. Or you rather want to own a hotel that is located in Burj Khalifa. Which one do you like? A is this hotel, B is Burj Khalifa. Who wants A? B. And the rest is what? I know. A and B also want. You know, I agree. Now you both also want. So, B is people's choice because that is the iconic building of the world. I want to own it. But it is too expensive. If they can fractionize Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, in smaller pieces, yes, then I may get a share. Why you want to own a piece of the iconic building of the world? Because its value going to increase tremendously over time. Due to scarcity, there's only one in Dubai. Who's been to Dubai? Oh, so many. The rest, no more. Maybe next round we do the Omnibus 2.0 in Dubai. Okay, no? Okay. Now you're awake. I see a few want to go in. The rest don't want to go.
Go. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go.
Give me some shout. I say Omnibus, your shout the best, can or not? Omnibus!
Yes. Go Dubai.
Oh, go Dubai. Oh, straight away want to go Dubai.
Go to Dubai.
Dubai, eh?
Yes.
Dubai or Mumbai? I hear correctly.
Dubai.
Hey, what about Mumbai?
Dubai.
Oh, Dubai. I thought Mumbai just now. Mumbai, what? Mumbai no good ah?
Yes, good.
Good what? The financial hub of India, isn't it? Financial. Ah, they also got money what? Why Dubai only got money? Mumbai, who's from Mumbai here? Yeah, sure, Mumbai. Got this one or not? That's right. A lot Yeah, Mumbai also, I've never been there. I want to go there. You'll be my tour guide, So benefits is increased accessibility. More people can come into this ecosystem and own it. That's meaning by accessibility. Liquidity, because it is in so small portion, the price is cheap and it can easily changes hands. For example, in this NFT world, if you are the owner of that, the creator of that asset, you have a chance to own, continue to earn from another person when there is the changes hand of the digital art. For example, let's say in the traditional world, assuming Dolly is the artist, she go to the art gallery and do some display and somebody buy the art. Let's say Mr. Bryan bought the art. Then he becomes the new owner. When Bryan wants to sell the art to Andre become a new owner. But Dolly, as the original artist, she will not get anything. But in these instances, if Dolly would to put her art into a digital form, when Bryan Jones sells the art to Andre, she will also get a cut. So that means more people, artists, can come into this space. They can earn because of the liquidity. The art changes hands very fast. If he is famous, people want to own the art. So the first owner can sell off to the second owner, and the second owner can sell to the third owner. So there's liquidity. It's like an economy, the money in circulation. That will create something very big. Of course, diversification, we allow more people to own the digital asset fractionally. That means rather than buy the whole, put your money, you can buy one. Now you can buy fractional of digital art number 1, fractional of digital art number 2, and fractional of digital art number 3. So you can diversify. You don't put all your eggs into one.
Basket.
How do you know it's basket?
Of course.
Of course lah. Must put in the basket one lah. Oh, I thought put in the fridge. Now you still put in the basket. Okay, Filipinos, they put their eggs into basket. We put into a plastic. Just kidding. That's so disrupting the traditional ownership model. The traditional ownership model is you are going to reduce the barrier of entry. That means anyone can come in, there's no barrier. Those days you need to pay a very high price to come in. Now cheaper to come in. And it's also a new investment opportunity out there. Like Dr. Bryan mentioned, we are going to the new world, to the metaverse world, whereby we are doing something that the newer generation is looking after. Who wants to sell computer here? Distributorship of ABC computer in India. See, the one. Why? Computer market, no market, very saturated. Mature market, nobody wants. But we talk about the metaverse world, the virtual reality, the augmented reality, all comes in. It's something new. Even the big companies are putting money, a lot of money into this to tap into the youngsters. If they are born in 2000, now they are 23 years old, just come out from the university. When they were born, their mom and dad already give them not the milk bottle, is the iPhone or phone, smartphone, iPad. They are born with that. So next time, if you want to communicate with your grandchildren, make sure you know how to use metaverse because they are going to be there. And that's the reality. Correct now, Dr. Jung? Correct. That's the world going to come. There is no need to go into the magic ball. It's going to be there. Whether you see the opportunity or not, the business opportunity behind it. The business opportunity that Omniverse, OmniToken is creating this for all of you. The first less than 100 people in this whole world knew about the OmniToken. Let's give yourself a big hand because you are going to pioneer and witness the explosive of the metaverse through the fractional NFT. Some of the evolution of ownership model. You have the full ownership that I mentioned. You need to buy the whole digital art. Then you go into the fractional. Means that many people own a portion of the digital asset. And the NFT is a unique digital asset that is verified on blockchain. Now we have the fractional NFT that is using ERC 1155. That will going to expand the usability and accessibility into many, many areas where the previous technology cannot do. Just like we are moving into 5G or 6G now. Whatever they obsolete is obsolete. Whatever phone that you used previously may not be relevant in the future. That's why we need to constantly update ourselves. Not only we want to update our physical headphone, but our mind.
Yes.
Our mindset. That's why we emphasize a lot of education. Every Sunday night in Malaysian time, for Vietnam, maybe 7 evening, for Philippines 8, UTC 12 p.m. We talk about education. We want to educate the people out there. It's all about not filling your stomach, the one below your shoulder. We want to feel that is above. There's your brain. I think other parts of the world also experience this. Because of the AI technology, a lot of scammers using facial recognition to do a lot of scamming job. The voice recognition, they can just follow your how you look like and make a call. They thought that you are the real person, but eventually everything was done using AI technology. You can use it for the good way, or you can use it for the bad way. So we want to learn all this in order to help yourself not to get cheated. I know a lot of you all pay a lot of fees, tuition fee, along your pathway to become. I'm so powerful until mine also took battery. Best thing, you pay a lot of fees just to learn about technology, Bitcoin. Maybe some of you are not that fortunate. Invested too many or a lot in ICO. Got a lot of ICO, initial coin offering. Yeah, STO a lot. Because you are following the trend. What is good? Well, this one can make money. But you never equip yourself with the knowledge, the skill, and eventually you pay the price to lose whatever investment that you put in. Oops. So fast. What happened? Thank you, Lee. The computer don't like me, is it? No. Just kidding, huh? Wow, so fast. You see, disruption. Technology is about disruption. Anything can happen, but how are you going to manage it? That's important. Correct or not? This is a good example. Give the computer a big clap. He give you a very good example. Disruption. How it's going to disrupt? But I stay firm because I stay firm. I have a knowledge. Okay, settle. Press this thing. Settle. If you are not equip yourself with the knowledge and skill, then you will say, "Oh shit, what happened? Where's my slide? How?" Then you become a nervous person. If you have the skill, the knowledge, you see, I never say, what happened? I never scold you. See, no issue. Just press a few buttons. Life goes on. Okay? Okay. Look at the traditional and the fractional art. the new way of owning the art. Let me have a look into this. The old way requires a very big capital, large amount of money to own one. The new way, you need a smaller amount of money. Because it is buying in a whole unit, you need more time. It's very hard to find a buyer, a similar buyer, to own that asset. But if you sell it at a fractional way, it's easy to find a new buyer. For example, if you have a house that is worth $5 million US, it's very hard to find a buyer to buy a 5 million and above to take over the house. But if you take that house, cut into or partition it into many rooms, then you rent it out. It's easier if you are in the student area. That's easier for you to rent out that property or unit. This is what I mean by liquidity. Of course, there's a lot of value to be created. Depends on the popularity, the rarity of the asset. Then only you can be in the traditional way. But if you're in the new world, the fractional world, the potential to participate in the appreciation value can be done because we have many investors that own it. So the much more value can be created. In the NFT world, we also have a classic example. This is the classic example of an NFT. For those who are new to NFT, this piece of art is called the first 5,000 days by people. He took photo of day-to-day life and he go and sell it. How much? In 2021, it was sold at US $69 million. We would like to take a lot of photos. I think a lot of you took many photos during yesterday's trip. If you were the one who compile all the images and put into this image and sell at $69 million, how nice is it? Nice, huh? I think you all have a lot of photos. 5,000 photos don't have. Go on, look at your handphone. You need a new phone to put all the photos. So this is how we're going to see a lot of this kind of digital art. Not only looking at the art, is the application, the usability that comes along with the digital art. So some of the use cases is crowdfunding. How do you raise money? Traditional way, you just go to, let's say you are the small medium enterprises. You want to raise fund. You go to the bank or you talk to the investor, how much I need. This is what project I'm going to put in, how the money I want, and I would like to liquid maybe 10% of my company share to you. So it's very troublesome. I heard a lot of people, my friends, from company to company, event to event, to present just to raise funds. And that only applies to how many people you see within the location. Let's say if you are in Mumbai, you go to Mumbai and talk to many investors. So there's always limitation in terms of locality. But if you use the fractional NFTs, actually the crowd is all the people out there. You can raise money for your project. That's why we can have many multiple investors to purchase your share through the NFT. So this is one of the usability. Maybe Dr. Bryan, this one also good to raise money. Use our fractional NFT. Asset management, just like I mentioned. You want to own high value asset like good paintings, good digital art, you can use a fractional way. This is a new way, you can own it by allowing the investor to purchase shares of NFT that represent the asset. Later in the afternoon, we will talk more about, we have experts coming in to talk about the metaverse, the NFTs, and we will have a signing ceremony and how we can combine the physical real estate and the virtual real estate. So we are going to do all this, the virtual and also the physical, through STO, security token offering. Whatever that we do virtual, we will have a physical asset to back up. Just like the US dollar before 1971. Whatever country like US, they want to print money, they must have a reserve of similar value of gold to back up US dollar. But after 1971, the US say, I do not need to have money to go to back up my US dollar. I just can print as many US dollar that I want, as many times I want, as when I want. Why? Because US say, if you want to buy petrol, must use US dollar. If you don't use US dollar, I go and bomb your country. This is how US way of doing. See? So this is called asset management. Social token. Social. I think the younger generation cannot run away from social media. Instagram just announced a new app. What does it call? Threads. Thread. You know? Instagram. A new software called Thread. T-H-R-E-A-D-S. You go and Google it up. It's a new app that's similar to Twitter. Text-based. Just like Twitter, I tweet and tweet. So Twitter want to sue this company. Why? Because when Elon Musk took over Twitter, he fired a lot of Twitter staff. Then Twitter staff got nowhere to go to Meta. Meta owns WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. That's where Thread comes out. Okay? You want Twitter or you like Thread? See, Twitter. Who is using Twitter here? Oh, a lot also, huh? Tech guy.
Charging a lot of money.
Yo. Threads. T-H-R-E-A-D-S?
No.
No. Is it banned in India? I heard it's banned in Europe. Yeah, Europe cannot access because of certain regulation they don't allow. Maybe now I promote Threads. Maybe I talk to Mark Zuckerberg, give me some money for promoting Threads. Okay, let's move on. The social token, and you can, a lot of these NGO, because their work doesn't give them any like salary. So it's how you incentivize the community out there. Let's say in Malaysia or in Mumbai, in Bihar, you are a top community. How you want to incentivize the people that help to promote, let's say, Omni token. So you can give them certain ownership, like Omni token, as a token of appreciation, rather than I give you rupee, like that. So this can be done through the social token for that purpose. I think a lot of NGO out there, rather than always go and, where's the lawyer from India? Yogita, where's Yogita? No, not here. Means what? Drunk. Sleeping. Yogi means yogi bear and he's sleeping in the morning. Okay. She is doing NGO work when I spoke to her. So she needs to constantly go and look for a sponsor for my NGO. But you can use the NFT, Fractional NFT, as a token of appreciation for those who are involved in this community work, rather than giving them money. Ownership and governance. Ownership. Just like a share. If you're owning a share of a public listed company, let's say in India, what? Tata Group? Tata? Huh? Yes. Tata Group. What about Philippines? What's the big company? San Miguel. Semi. Is it a listed company? Huh? Benson? Yes, huh? Yes. So every year, during your annual general meeting, you just go and vote. Okay, I don't like this CEO. So you have a say. But in here, using the fractional NFT, we also can allow this governance to be applied. You as the owner of the Omni token, you can vote certain proposal, whether you like it or you don't like it, or you have new proposal. For example, you can say, oh, I'm Omni token, I want to work for metaverse 2.0 in Mumbai. Okay now?
Yes.
Now Mumbai okay. Just now Dubai okay. Now Mumbai okay.
Dubai. Next step. Dubai first.
Dubai first.
So next in the Mumbai, Indonesia also.
Then Mumbai.
Yes. Indonesia, Bali.
Oh, Bali. We look for behind him for bye one. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, let's move on. Incentive and rewards. Yeah, certain members within the community, if they are active, I say, I ask question, you respond or not? No response, no?
No.
Reward. It's got what? It's got what? Active members. I'm looking who is not talking. Who is sleeping? I know. Because I'm standing here. I can see. Those red faces, last night sure drink a lot one. I know. I see. Where's JD? Hong Kong, Malaysia. Never been to Hong Kong. Maybe our third stop we go Hong Kong. Okay now. No, that's it. That means you don't like Hong Kong already. Okay, never mind. We'll go Hong Kong. We go Mumbai and Bali.
Hong Kong, many Filipino.
Right. Why? Why Filipino go to Hong Kong? Become a caregiver. No. So, Hong Kong to own a property, let's say, this stage, the size of this stage, will cost you millions. We have a term called living in the bird cage. You go there, just like a bird cage, you sleep. Just like some of the airports, you have your hotel, like a tube, space tube. You just go there, just nice for one person. That is Hong Kong. Now, there's a property price there. And of course, portfolio diversification. You can put into multiple asset class, not only buying one NFT, fractional one, you can put into multiple NFT. Yeah. This will also result in you don't put all your eggs into one basket. Increase access to high value asset. This is what I spoke earlier. Of course, liquidity easy to dispose of. And just now mentioned about this as well. Fractional NFTs disrupt traditional ownership model, like the real estate. How the younger generation, they are more into the digital. They want to be like you, work so hard, and just for the family. They see, wow, why my dad go to work 8 in the morning, come back 12 midnight to put food on the table. They themselves want to be like you. They say, I don't want to be like you because you work too hard. I want to enjoy my life. I want to travel the world. I want to become a KOL, key opinion leader. I want to become influencer. I want to take my laptop open. One moment I'm in Mumbai, the next day I'm in Calcutta, the next day I'm in Bali. I just want to work like that. That's a new generation. They work in such a way. That's the life that they want. So we give them what they want. Of course, a new form of value creation, tokenization of digital asset and also the real estate, and fractionalize of the NFTs. That will be the new form of value creation for the people, for the economy as well. And better flexibility, because everything that we do here is going through smart contract. The ERC 1155. Everything is recorded, even though in Club 125, whatever stacking return that you all get is all returned into smart contract. It will directly and automatically go into your whatever wallet, for example, your MetaMask wallet. There's no human intervention, everything automatic. But make sure you have enough of a matic in your wallet, that's it. Spider-Man used to say this: with great power comes with great responsibility. So you can give you the power back to you to control your digital wallet, your digital asset. But make sure you take good care of it. Nobody can have access into it. That is what I call by everything is flexible and the control is in your hand. Make sure you don't get too drunk and you forget all your mnemonic number. Where did I put my password. What is the password? You also scared. If I use 2 common passwords, somebody may hack into my wallet. So you have to manage it. So the power is in your hand. If you want the flexibility, you want the easiness to manage your asset, to carry around a digital asset, make sure you do your risk management clearly. Get a strong password, cold wallet, your Trezor, cold wallet kind of thing to bring along. Stay offline for those you have a lot of Bitcoin and other digital assets. Because if you put in the exchange or some other places, your digital asset may subject to very, very high risk. Okay, that's all of my presentation. I can see a lot of you are started to yawning or drowning. Are you hungry or what? Huh? You want to fill out the stomach or the one above?
Above.
Above, which part of the above, Master? Brain. Wow, I like the spirit from the Mabuhay. Yeah, you see the lady there. So in red. Wow, very semangat.
Airdrop. Please.
Okay? Airdrop. Today got airdrop. If you go out there, there's a lot of rain from the sky. You can take your bucket, take your car, and fill up. There's something dropped from the air. Correct or not? Airdrop, get your bucket, get your whatever water tumbler that you have. Is it still rain outside? Is it still rain outside? What no rain? Sunny. I want to give you airdrop. He says sunny, no air, no drop, nothing. Wait, stay tuned until the second part of the session. I'll pass back the session to my. Actually, I also MC. Let me rest a bit.